All right, it is a very busy Monday. Yeah. McNatt Construction is back because Ben said that they didn't want to move the sashes originally.
Make a liar out of myself.
Nobody wants to touch them, but they're at the stage where they really need to fit them in.
I really want to check them. Most of the dimensions are lining up, so I don't think we're going to have a problem, but it's that little gnawing in the back of my head going, well, let's double check them before we get over there, and then we got to bring them back, and we got to bring stuff back and forth. And then I also was thinking one of those actually needs repair on it. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, we'll just do a 2-for-1. We'll
take that one with you.
Yeah, we'll take that one. It needs repair anyway. If we have to make a piece or do something on that corner, we can kind of repair that one, and we can fit it and make sure we like how it rolls in.
So I see you brought moving blankets and some.
Yeah, we have more out in the thing.
Wrap.
We're going to try to put a blanket around it, wrap it up.
And I think the one that's broken is further back in the pile.
Yeah, I think it's the second tier back here, I believe. So I'm gonna grab that. So we'll just sit it against. So
what do you think of our parlor
here? What's that?
What do you think of our parlor?
It's nice, yeah. It's a lot different than last time we were in here.
I've been gone for 3 weeks, and I came back, and I'm like, wow, they cleaned and mopped and set it up. Getting ready, right? Spooky Halloween stuff.
Yeah. As my kids say, creepy. They don't like the commercials on football and stuff because they'll start doing those Halloween commercials for stuff, for specials, and somebody will have like a headless horseman or something. They're like, oh.
Oh, there it is. I think that's it down at that bottom.
Yeah.
I think that's the one down there that's separated.
So we need to get this one.
Flip it upside down to
kind of like from the bottom. That way it doesn't.
I did bring a ratchet strap.
I got some as well, but gently take her out here.
About like a small one, so we can maybe.
You want to try to
just keep it
put it down this way? Yeah. Put that kind of up. You can pick it up and set it against that wall right there. That way
it feels sound. It's just
maybe
like the peg. Was it pegged originally, or?
A lot of times they didn't use any glue on these. I think we can just lean it back there. It's fine. One of the traditional ways, as that mortise is coming through there, they wouldn't actually glue them. Mm-hmm. They would drill holes that were slightly offset, and then they would, as they're putting a peg through there, they'd actually draw board it together. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so kind of pull it tight, and then it was just basically if the mortise hasn't broken, it may just be the
mortise here. So it's got an end piece that spreads that and tightens it.
Yeah, this one, they may have not done a peg on this one, and they may have just done a wedge
here to pull that up and tighten it. So it may, this is a little
more difficult of an operation.
This is a little.
We'll end up pulling it. The nice thing is you can pull these apart. We'll have to very, very carefully get that glass out and then put it in our office and for safekeeping.
And you're going to pull all this out.
Yeah, and then we'll actually pull that. We'll pull this whole side off because it'll come apart there. That's the nice thing about the old sashes is you can disassemble them,
put them back
fix
together.
them, put them right back together. Keep using them for another
130 years.
130 years.
Been there 130 years. So
yeah.
Oh, and the curved glass. So I posted a thing about when y'all were doing the or when I went to the shop and there was a little window from the what's the name of the house? The red brick with the iron. McLord.
Cots.
The one where you did the carriage house garage renovation.
Yeah, I can't remember what the name of that.
It's got a name. Anyway, that little curved glass, and they said you were looking for a place to buy it. Have y'all checked Oklahoma? There's somebody recommended.
In Oklahoma State?
Uh-huh.
I have not.
Yes, I'll send you the.
Okay.
Somebody recommended a place that they specialize in curved glass of all sizes.
Well, that would, yeah. Because I
and
think
they said that it's expensive, but was the most reasonably priced place they found. So
yeah, it's not going to be cheap.
I'll send you the name of it.
Okay.
You might want to.
Yeah,
I looked at their website. It's a very limited website, but it does.
I think the ones we were doing were kind of in the Houston up to Dallas area. I don't know. We hit a lot of dead ends on that one.
Okay,
So
I'll send you the information I have on it.
in fact, it's still sitting there waiting.
Yeah, that's why I love
the
the
dead ends,
internet,
not,
because if you can't find it here, you can find it on somebody
will
else
ship.
recommended.
Yeah, somebody will ship it. Yeah.
I have a broken lock here, and somebody recommended a place in Ohio that can dismantle it and fix it. So
Oh, really? Neat.
I'm going to check them out today.
Let's put these, just put them back right where they
You
were.
want to take the top shots or no?
No, I just want to take the one. I don't want two. I don't want to break down your wall here.
What you looking for?
Well, I was curious of the where they had the pulley placement on those there, but that may be the same in the next room over here as well.
I think they're the same. They're just stained.
Difference if you get them off a little bit, but aesthetically it would be nicer if they were all. I'll bring my binoculars for this.
Oh, so dead on center is 7.
Yeah,
So
it looks like it.
3.
Looks like a 3-inch reveal at the top. Oh, and you did it now.
Uh-oh. You broke my broken couch.
I brought
Stick it up there.
I brought some glue with
That's
me.
okay. Yeah, well, if you notice, the back leg over here is a cinder block.
Oh. Here we go. Just a little more than 3 there.
And at some point, I'm going to need a house call because this window is canted over, so I think the weight may be off of it. See how it's out of the...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see that it looks like the...
Chain broke?
It looks like the chain's still intact. It just looked like the piece holding the chain popped off.
Popped off.
Sitting right
So,
up
I mean,
there,
it is
potentially.
screwed. This is all screwed together, so it should come apart to access the weight.
Yeah,
So,
typically, yeah.
but that weight's going to be heavy, and I don't want to DIY that.
Yeah, if it's anything like those other ones in there, those were pretty hefty.
Substantial, yeah. But that's down the road, but I do need to get that done. This is our new volunteer, Holly. Say hi. And I did shoot a quick before of this room before she got started because she's strong and she's fast. And before I knew it, she had this thing cleaned out, swept, and is already mopping.
Yep.
So thank you.
House come alive.
Yes, and Holly found us through the Lions Club tour,
League City.
League City Lions Club, and we were talking League City has been so supportive, the different organizations and groups and people, and another Lions Club member, Cookie, is bringing a tour of 20 women on the 12th to tour the house, and she's had such demand, she's cut it off and going to do a second one, so just amazing. So thank you so much.
See the work we're doing here.
Yeah, I know it. Like I told her I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off because there's a lot going on. AT&T was here this morning getting us business cable, which apparently is exactly the same as residential internet, but they had to change the modem out. But the guy's so nice, he ordered a bucket truck to come remove some old wires from the house, which I shouldn't say they're not really supposed to do it, but they are. They're being super sweet. So I'm going to go take a picture of them. All right, they were super fast.
Yeah, but they were in here when I was out here.
All right, they've already taken that cable down. They cut, oh, sun, bright, sorry. There was an old coaxial cable up top, and it was through the trees and just in the way. And so they've called a bucket truck, and they took it off at the pole. Ooh. That would have been amazing if I had turned my video on right when that fell and broke, but I'm glad it didn't. You don't need any shock video. Want me to put an extra hand on this? I'm going to be. There it goes. Part of me doesn't want to watch, but part of me wants to. And I'll try to remember to email you that
Oh yeah, I appreciate it.
company. Bye-bye. This thing is heavy. It was back to cleaning in the sunroom. Joe was upstairs scrubbing away in a different area, and Holly and I tackled all the doors, the windows, all the trim of this sunroom. It was so gross and dirty. It's hard to even describe. We had to constantly change the water, and of course we don't have running water in the house, so that means carrying buckets of water up and down the back steps all day long. It was pretty grueling work, but it got done and it just looked beautiful when it was finished. Joe took a much needed break over under the porte-cochere. It was absolutely fabulous weather. It was dry, it was cool, it was breezy. One reason we were able to do so much work this week is because the weather was so nice. It was such a great change from the heat before.
Do you need help?
No.
No? No help?
No help.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
I can do it. Okay, you have to say it. I can do it.
I can do it myself. It's the first sentence I ever said as a child.
And she said it so many times since then.
Oh, look. Look.
I know. Look what the rain does. Look how pretty.
Okay. And the rest.
Joe and I are taking a little break while I was gone. I got an email from Beth who said she had sent Joe and I a little something, not to expect too much, she said. But unfortunately, I was on vacation and it was laying out by the gate by itself, but I texted our wonderful volunteer, Sherry, and she ran over and got it. And she's been keeping it. And then we got sidetracked for 2 or 3 weeks with things. But Sherry brought it by yesterday. So we're going to
I've been trying
Open
to
it.
tell what it is. It's cylinders. Is it
So who's
like
that?
safety glasses?
Beth is just one of our viewers on
Oh, nice.
YouTube. Followers.
A fan.
Ready? So,
Okay.
wait, there's a note.
A gift for you, Janie and Joe. Hope you find these
These
helpful. I use mine often. Thanks for the video. Sincerely, Beth
Florida? I don't have my glasses.
from B. Roberts. Okay, Beth.
Oh!
Cooling towels.
The chili pad. I've always seen these and I've always wanted to buy one and I'm too cheap.
The original cooling towel, the chili pad. Cooling towels absorb sweat. Well, it better be big and keeps you cool during tough workout or tough climb or hard run. We're not doing any of those things or strenuous outdoor indoor activity. We do those.
Cool. Literally
Thank
cool.
Ooh, it feels creepy.
It's soft.
It's like, it's not fabric. What is it?
I don't know. It's like a rubber. It's soft.
Like a shimmy.
Yeah, it's kind of like a shimmy. Cool.
Okay. I need a shirt made out of it.
It's a full bodysuit.
It's a bodysuit.
Oh, it is cool. That's cool. You don't have to wet it down or anything?
No, you just sweat
wear
into it. I think you just wear it.
That's cool.
All right, thank you,
Thank
Beth.
you. I will definitely put
We'll
this
be
to
wearing
use.
these because our first cool front came through, but it's on its way out and its temperature's going
It feels like a 98 in 2
back
days.
up in 2 days. So we will need that.
This is neat.
And I got the better color. Huh?
I like yellow. Remember, my bedroom was yellow when we were growing up.
It was yellow. All right. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Beth.
Oh, that feels so good.
Was this just a video of us having lunch?
Oh, yeah.
I already ate my lunch.
Okay.
It was a very healthy lunch.
Joe and I are sitting here taking a lunch break. My lunch was a disaster. My sugar snap peas are like not edible.
My lunch
That was
was
a lot of work to eat, so I gave up actually and had my fruit snack and dessert. But while I was sitting here, I looked over and remembered something that I wanted to do today. So I went to my purse and dug around and found my knockoff
We're gonna put the little
window sash lifts, and these are not the Yale in town, the same that we have. They're very, very similar. They're smaller, but as I showed you, I think in the last video, I think they should cover the hole, and it's better than having just a big hole in the window. The problem is I've been sitting here a while, and my body's kind of
seized up.
seized up a little bit, and I'm eyeballing the sash, and I'm gonna have to bend down on the ground.
I'll do it.
To put it in. Yeah, you can bend down.
I can do it. I can't get you back up again, but I can bend down and do it.
So anyway, I'm gonna get up and head over there and check it out.
Well, here, I will turn the camera around. Nobody wants to see that close up.
Alright, so, I don't know if they can see this. I was looking at that one because it's in the light, but maybe if you come in close, they can see this one. So, but here's the original one, and you can see it's quite a bit smaller, but it just has to cover the hole. So here's the hole over here. I was looking at that one that's down on the ground. This is a cat door. But see, look, it'll cover the hole.
Yeah.
And so we won't have a gaping hole.
And the screws line up.
The screws actually come pretty close to lining up. They're a little bit off, so I'll just have to shim one side. But anyway, that'll be perfect. And I was able to buy, I think, 11 of them. So we'll take this one off and use it in the parlor windows and put, 3 of the original ones in the parlor windows. But see, look, all these dining room ones are missing. So there's 2 there, one here. But see, that'll be better.
Yeah.
It's better than nothing. And then if we find the correct ones, we can always resell these on eBay where we got them and put the correct ones in. But this'll do for now. So I'm quite excited about that. And they were really, really cheap compared to what hardware goes for. And I'll show you in another video. I did get out the Brasso and polish this one up a little bit. I didn't finish. I just did a test. So I'll show you that later. Oh, look, there's one over here. Okay. So the dining room has 2. So we may actually move that one up to these windows because you see them more and put the little ones on the walk-through windows close to the ground. But we'll have to see how many we're missing and where they're missing and figure out where to use the good ones that we have and where to put these. Anyway, that's a good find. I'm going to go put it back in my purse so I know where it is. Okay, I want to show you something about the floor. And first of all, I don't have a cat. This is embarrassed as my husband because when it's recycling day, I go around the neighborhood and pick up the Tidy Cat buckets because they make a great bucket. And they're rectangular instead of round. So when you sort stuff on the shelf, they fit neatly and don't waste any space. So that's why I like them. But he thinks it's funny that I go around the neighborhood carrying armloads of Tidy Cat buckets. But what I want to show you is down here on the floor, and hopefully Joe can get down here.
Just to hear my knee.
Get her back up. That was her knee cracking. But you can see all the scratching on the floor and the discoloration. And after we mopped, we had a conversation about whether that was the tile that was scratched or worn. But it felt like the discoloration was raised to me when I rubbed my finger on it. So I took just a scraper and gave it a gentle scrape to see what would happen. I don't want to scratch the tile, but look, see how it's coming up and dusting there. So that is probably just years and years of wax buildup. People running, you know, that, oh gosh, what was that called? We used to use it all the time when everybody had linoleum in their house, and you mop and glow or Johnson & Johnson's wax. You mopped your floor, mopped your floor, and then you waxed it with a sponge. I'm putting a little orange.
Oh, maybe you did.
You did. You probably didn't. You were never made to do anything.
I had asbestos flooring.
She was the baby. She was never given a chore, but
I also never got paid for doing chores.
because you didn't want to do it.
I had no money. I was not allowed. I had no money making.
didn't
I used to
wanna
go
do
mow Jane Jackson's lawn
You did not
because Mother wouldn't let me mow ours.
want, you didn't want to
She
work.
said I'd pull the lawnmower over my foot.
But look how clean that is coming. So this could be a rather tedious process, and the tile does have some little open pores to it, it looks like. So the thing to do may be to go buy a commercial wax stripper and do the whole floor. My guess is there's a lot of wax here on the grout too. Yeah, look at that. Look at that coming up. Yeah, that's yicky. So anyway, that's good news, because basically these tiles will clean up much better than they look now, because now they just look scratched and bad. And then we can do one coat of paste wax and buff them to protect them, but not let them get that build up again. Oh, then they came out with something that was like an acrylic floor that they advertised. So anyway, I'm going to stop. I can't ring out and have a boo-boo from yard work. But I don't know if you can see the difference. See the one I scraped versus the one that still has the wax buildup on it. Look at the ick that came off of it. So I'm quite excited, because I think that'll make a huge difference in this floor. Of course, now that I've started,
It's hard to know when to
sit here
stop.
all afternoon and do this.
This is the kind
What
of
I really
cool stuff
need-
you
what
would
I
get to
really
do if
need
you
is,
came to volunteer.
Yeah, what I really want is a plastic scraper, so that there's no risk of scraping the floor, or a stiff plastic brush. But yeah, look how dirty this is versus the one I cleaned. So that will be quite the project. But maybe we could rent one of those scrubbies with the brushes and come in and do it. You know, the
See, the
little
power
floor
scrubby?
cleaners.
Yeah.
Not the big one, but you
But
know,
the
the
little
little that had the, Mother used to have one. Now I gotta get up, so. Now we have to see if Joe gets up. Here, I'm gonna take the camera, turn the camera around. Y'all can watch Joe get up off the floor.
Oh, look,
Can
now-
you do it? Can you do it?
Ta-da!
Oh, she did it. Okay.
We're going on a little walkabout because I'm going outside onto the front porch and around the corner to see what Janie's doing, because she is working on the shutters. And these windows have had plywood over them
Hold on.
for 2.5 years now. They
That's
used to
a
look like
screw.
that, and then they looked like this.
Oh my God.
But she is working on getting them all the way open so that we can actually get light into the house, and that'll be such a nice change. It's been so dark in there. It makes it really gloomy.
You know,
And
I
it
don't
should be a
re-
bright rain.
I don't remember if these open or not. I took the plywood off, or Ricardo helped me,
Uh-huh.
And I put locks on them, but I don't remember if the shutters actually open or not. But we never got these open, I know.
Because they've been screwed shut.
I need to bring the boat brush and wash these windows and stuff.
Yeah.
I think I got all the screws, I don't know. They put so many screws.
So there was a problem with vandalism on this house when it was empty. And so
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 screws on one side.
you need the ladder.
I think that's it. They've got latches on the inside on this one.
Do you know if they're latched from the inside or not, or if they just... Oh, there we go.
And the latch is back here. Oh, that one's not latched. Okay. Oh. Oh. Whoopsie. Look what happened.
Did the hinge come off?
No, look at the trim molding.
Oh.
Little caulk action going on there.
Yeah. It's been a while since these shutters have moved, I think.
See, this latch is shut.
Can you get to it from there?
Oh, it's moving.
Do you need help?
No, I just need to get...
So they can see what you're
See,
trying to
there's
do.
this latch, and I can grip it with the vice grips, or the channel locks, and then use the round part for force to pull up.
It's physics, y'all.
It's physics, y'all. I think that's up. We were just talking about practical physics applications.
We
in the
were on
car.
the drive up here, we were talking about
They
how
should-
people always say they don't use math or science in their everyday lives, but they don't realize they're using
don't
it
know they're
every
doing it.
day.
Oh my God. Okay. It's up.
Stuck.
I don't want to force it if the latch is not all the way
Yeah.
up. The latch may not be all the way up. Put a little extra height under my... like a little piece of wood or something.
To like a fulcrum.
I need to,
More leverage.
I've lifted it up,
Uh-huh.
so now this is too low. I need to get this higher to get the thing.
Let me go see if I can find something.
I need a little board.
Now I'm on a mission to find her something, and the problem is we cleaned up down here. Normally there would be all kinds of stuff down here that we could use, but we just spent 2 days cleaning our office. Look how clean it is. But now I don't have a piece of wood that I can stick under there that would fit. Nope, 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 nope. I'll keep looking.
It's either in there or a screw's broken off in there. You're not gonna get it.
I was just trying to see what the mechanics of it were.
It's like this. You can see it right here.
Oh, well,
It goes.
it looks like that, but it's not going up high enough.
No. So, but that's all right. That's open enough.
It feels like the little thing is broken
It
off.
is broken off.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so hard.
Oh, wow. But half a shutter is better than none, so now I'm going to go back inside and see
See what it looks like.
what it looks like. So open that one more. Let's go see if that made a difference in the house. Oh, in case you were wondering, this is what our couch is looking like these days. Some squirrels had a really good time building a nest out of it. And ready for the big reveal. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Okay, I'm gonna go get my keys and
Unlock
put a
those
lock
other
on that
ones.
and see if I
Yeah.
really did get those open or not.
Wow. Here, I'm going to come in and go turn around the other way because
You
the
think
camera
I would
is
remember?
adjusting for looking out the windows and you can't really get a feel
You
for
think I'd remember
There we
if I
go.
opened those before?
Yeah. Look how bright this is. It is like a whole new house. It's starting to get pretty, folks. The pretty is coming back to this poor house that was so far from pretty when we first got it. And so many people have worked so hard for a long time now to get to the point where we can even think about things like shutters instead of things like, how do I keep it from falling down? I don't know, what do you think, guys? Should I go out and help? Because you know she won't let me. You know, if I go out there and say, do you need help? She's going to say no. So all of you thinking all the time that I'm filming, and you're like, why is she just standing there? Why isn't she helping? It's because she won't let me.
The porch just lifted. It's binding
Oh,
on
it's-
binding on the porch.
Oh, okay.
You
But
have
look
to-
how pretty, though.
Take it down and shave the bottom off. But
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know, this is
I've never seen that
crazy.
before.
It's so pretty. I keep saying that. That's my reaction. It's so
I
pretty.
wanted those open before the garden tour so
Yeah,
people coming through would have natural light.
yeah.
Oh, and I made another discovery today.
Yes?
Let me get
Where are we going?
let me get the light. Hold on.
So you think after 2.5 years we've kind of discovered everything there is to discover in this house, but that is not the case. We're constantly running across little things that we hadn't noticed before, we hadn't seen before, or that we didn't realize were there. Our bookshelves are all decorated right now.
Come over
because
and-
we have the dead Edgar Allan Poe coming in on the 21st to do readings of Edgar Allan Poe poetry. It's
Come
going
over
to
in
be a
here.
really cool thing. Yes? Oh, I'm being summoned.
So I had to take the shelves down in the closet so I could store something in there. And plus we need them down because the plumber, we're going to take the ceiling out of the closet to use it to access the sink plumbing in the pink bathroom above. And it's always been dark and dingy in here and you couldn't go in because of the shelving. But I came in and I found a little secret door.
Ooh, oh, that is so cool.
And
And what's behind it?
plumbing.
Plumbing.
That's the
Is that the radiator
that's the
plumbing?
valve for the radiator.
That's cool. Here, I'm going to do this.
So people can see.
How fun is
So
that?
if you wanted to adjust the radiator, you had to come in here
Go into the closet.
and do it. But that's kind of fun.
That is fun.
We're in here.
We're in the sunroom.
Well, I would say that wraps up this week, but it doesn't. That wraps up this video. We have a lot of stuff to do this week, and I'm not sure what kind of video you just watched. It was probably a lot of different things because we have so many random projects going on again, but I'm standing here at the end of this video to show you just how clean the sunroom looks. I don't know that it's been clean since I bought the house over 2.5 years ago. The windows have been scrubbed. They've been Windexed inside and out. All the woodwork's been scrubbed. The floor's been mopped. I'm going to show you something. Oh, I'm going to go back and film it and put it earlier in the video. I showed you something about the floor, and that still needs to be cleaned, but we're really coming along. So when you come tour the house, it's looking really good inside. We're getting a lot of stuff done and accomplished, and we're getting bids right now for the concrete floor in the basement so we can start the serious construction stuff and building the walls and bringing the electrical up, because once we're through cleaning, we're going to get back to really working on this house. So hopefully we'll see you next time here at the League-Kempner House in Galveston, Texas. We're a 501c3 nonprofit. You can check out our website, you can donate, you can volunteer, you can see what events we're having, or you can just come and take a tour. We would love to have you down here and show you this magnificent house. So thanks again for watching. We'll see you next week. I'll do a closing from here.
I'm trying to find a, oh look.
What?
Okay, stand right there. Okay.
What?
Nothing, just we'll do it from here.
You putting horns on my head?
Yes, I am.
Right, that's not funny. Okay. All right, no.
Okay, now you don't have
I
horns
don't
on
know
your
what
head.
I was going to say.